There, Abby. Welcome back to session number 74 of Persona 5 Royal. In the previous session, as game boots up, a lot of plot has happened. We not only rode the plot train, but we also blew the whistle and had a lot of mind-bending reality moments, as you would expect. Heavy spoilers ahead, but we learned things about Yoshizawa that cannot be undone. We learned the truth about Yoshizawa in particular, that it's not Kasumi, but it's Sumire, Sumire's older sister that got sort of killed, and Sumire had survivor's guilt because Kasumi saved her from getting run over by a car. We've also learned that the mastermind behind the reality bending is Muruki, the psychology teacher. I mean, not psychology teacher, the counselor that left recently. That left in November, and somehow gained some new power that lets him just bend reality. We managed to confront him twice. Once with Keshi and Yoshizawa. The other time to try to get Yoshizawa back. We managed to snap at least our teammates out of this, out of a happy reality / brainwash reality of they all got what they wanted, but they are sort of blind to the truth. So we sort of snapped them out of it. It is now January 10th, about 10 days since all this has happened. Complete with the flashing bits of light. In 24 days, we had to confront Muruki in the palace, I would assume. But for now, we sort of... I still like that, but hey, Sudsy. We had to meet with Lavenza. Surprisingly, we had to meet her at the school next day, and we're still in the plot train. We cannot do other things, so we are committed to seeing what happens next in Persona 5Z. I mean, in this weird reality that is Muruki's. So late start is late, but I got distracted by other things, so probably won't be a long session. Probably cut it off at midnight, so there's still gonna be some gameplay at least. Want to take a break for today? I want to think on it a bit more. Well, again, I'm on the plot train. I can't really get out the plot train until the game says otherwise, so. At least for now, reality is sort of mended. Also, I felt the title name was appropriate because we're isekai, but I don't think we're isekai into the actual reality that is real life. Hey. Sorry, it's nothing. Oh, what's up?
No.
I was just... Remember what happened that night? You remember, right? The night before we went into a meadow to erase it. Before you dealt with Shido.
Hey!
Remember how I said I finally found the place where I belong? Even though I said that and really believed it, I still fell right into Muruki's hands. I know I've made it obvious how much I want to be human, More than once, I thought it would give me a chance with Lady Anne, but what I just did was just so lame. I can't believe I was off having a blast while you were busy trying to help us. Alright, good luck on the homework, Sudsy. I mean, I understand why I don't. Quit being so nice to me. If you try excusing something this big, I'll be more disappointed than anything. Now I think about it, you've been helping me from the very beginning. Hell, I was locked up in that prison when you first met. Nowhere near cool. You don't have to be cool. Eh?
Right.
Well, that's true. After all we've been through together, there's no point trying to act cool in front of you. I mean, I still remember you trying to act cool to the point where like you got separated from us because you got in one of your, I guess not really weird moves, but you got called out on being uptight, sort of.
Listen up.
You know what? I'm gonna make you a promise right now. From here on, I'm gonna be more independent. I just keep relying on you for everything because deep down, how you could figure everything out for me. But that's all changing. I'm gonna stand proud on my own I almost said 2 feet and I realized Morgana actually is starting to accept that they are in fact a cat. I gotta admit, it's a little bit cute. Just at least catch my I guess tongue on that difference. I'm gonna stand proud on my own 4 feet. And I'm gonna be the one to protect you. I promise I will. Wait, what? Transformed again. I've discovered my original power.
All right.
Morgana's persona Mercurius has transformed into Diego. Oh.
Okay.
Alright, time to serve Maruki his just desserts. Anyone who tries to pull one over us like that is asking for it. Let's do our best.
Right.
Right, sorry again for all the hassle. You and I are gonna be even greater partners now.
Let's turn in for the night.
Well, things are gonna get hectic starting tomorrow. Let's call it a night. Oh, your traits change actually too, and you learned something new. Medium physical damage to all foes with high. Okay, that's just better than Miracle Punch. Decreases effect of allies healing skills may decrease SP skills. Cool. Oh, that's better than Miracle Punch, so. I didn't realize there's an AoV version of like a crit up. Actually, I think there is. Oh, either way. The new year is starting. You know, I look sleepy, but do you dose to the new year? With Shogatsu one big excuse to just laze around? Good grief. Shogatsu is not supposed to be an excuse to relax, you know. You take your way with Kodomatsu, Kagemochi, and Shimnowa in order to welcome the Toshiki deities. It's one of the oldest traditions in Japan. By the way, cherry blossoms, viewing, and even children's days are meant to commemorate the deities and spirits. Japan's got a lot of guns, so naturally there ended up being a lot of events and rituals to accommodate them all. There's a phrase referring to all the streams with guns as a collective. Anyone know it offhand?
What is the answer?
Alright, Takamaki-san, I bet you stepped to Shogatsu. Huh? I mean, yeah, I mean...
Hey, wait!
Lady Anne's obviously panicking. Be a good guy and help her out.
Seriously?
So unlucky. And I didn't sleep to Shogatsu. Xander, you awake? Give me a hint. It's a phrase about the gods, but it's kind of abstract, right? What's the phrase supposed to illustrate about the gods of Shinto? How numerous they are? Yeah, I think that's right. They use a specific number, right? The phrase again, one about how many gods there are in Shinto. 10,000 gods? It goes more than that, actually. Okay, so 10 million, 8 million gods in, because 3 gods, not that much, I guess. Yeah, I think that's it.
That means...
So people call the gods of Shinto the 8 million gods.
This is it. Correct.
That's correct. We call them Yayorozu no Kami, or the 8 million gods. So the number's not meant to be taken literally. Yayorozu is essentially shorthand for myriad gods, an uncountable number. In older days, the gods believed that gods dwelled in everything. With all these traditions, you could say that beliefs still affect our lives today. It's a wonderful thing, really. We really need to cherish our history.
Nice going!
Alright, I learned something and pronounced something I probably butchered pretty bad too. I feel like if I need stat points at this point, then something is horrifically wrong. I'm just saying.
Been awfully busy lately. Don't forget to eat lunch.
You're a butterfly.
As for myself, be sure to order some jelly-filled bread and... That's...
The Venza. It's beautiful. You know what? Sure, why not? It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just fluttering down the hall like a graceful... Wait, that's not my point. Let's follow it.
I mean, that too, but you know, I had to admire the butterfly because it did lead us to the right path a couple times.
Hey!
Raise it down so you don't lose sight of it. Alright, let's actually follow the butterfly. We can chat to people later when we're not distracted. Where is it trying to go? But we gotta follow it for now.
For real?
The nurse's office? What's going on here? Just like my dream. You would show up in your dreams? It's strange. Well, never mind that. There's no point in thinking about that now. Let's get inside the nurse's office quickly. I mean, to me, this is more than the... Wait. Yeah, I was gonna say it's more than the nurse's office. This is where Maruki did his thing, right?
Lady Lavenza.
I'm not surprised, given the Maltese on her headband.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
Hairband, whatever you call it, that's on top of her head. Oh, thank you for coming.
I see. Exchanging common expressions upon meeting like humans do, it has a rather pleasant feeling. But that is irrelevant. Let's turn to the matter at hand. As I told you yesterday, there's something I wish to tell you. But first, please gather your other friends here.
Here? You want to meet in the nurse's office?
This place is filled with the cognition of bed rest. Maintaining my existence in a reality controlled by someone like Maruki is no simple feat. But the exhaustion that it induces is limited by this place's cognition, so I may converse with you all in person here.
I see.
Let us continue this conversation once everyone involved has convened. Until that time, I will provide my eyes a much-needed rest.
Wait, rest? Lady Lavenza? I guess we should get everyone in here.
Yeah, or else we may end up with Futaba 2.0.
Infiltration success.
I surprisingly pull up the look of looking like a high school student. I mean, well, high school E student, I guess.
I'm rather surprised no one took notice of us.
Yusuke, yeah, probably doesn't pull out the look.
Considering how I don't have an adequate excuse for the school to approve your being here, we're lucky it went as well as it did.
As long as you maintain an air of confidence, you can fool just about anybody into thinking you belong. I must say, though, I hadn't expected you to actually reach out to me for something like this.
Or that one meme about it, you could go anywhere as long as you look confident, have like a clipboard in your hand. Something along those lines.
It's just as we said before. We've accepted your offer to work together.
Now's not the time to let personal stuff get in the way of our goal. But if you ever betray us again, we'll make sure you regret it.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, then. That's no concern of mine, anyway. Remember what I told you all before? We share a mutual interest. Until Maruki is defeated, we have a deal to uphold.
It appears that everyone's arrived. Does this mean you're ready to begin?
Ain't that our line?
There to fill us in.
Yes. I wished to speak with you about the circumstances that led this Maruki to alter reality as you know it, as well as the true nature of his power.
You know all of that?
She's just cutting straight to the chase, I guess.
I admit there will be a degree of speculation involved, but only to a small extent. First, I will explain the situation with the current reality. I believe that Maruki has altered the cognition of the masses. In other words, it's thought that the alterations he's made are the result of his meddling with mementos.
Wait. Huh?
He changed mementos? How is that even possible?
I mean, I thought Memento was dead after, well, you know. Yeah, isn't it gone now?
Wait, don't forget about our experience with the Metanav and Maruki's palace.
I just realized I left the window up, put up. No, breaking the reality. Then again, I'm breaking the fourth wall, so.
Seems like this kind of thing has a habit of sticking around despite our expectations.
Mementos is the cognition of the masses given form.
I know it's everyone's palace, but I got that was again. I thought that was like done with, like destroyed and everything.
If that man is truly capable of controlling individuals' cognitions, and that man were also to gain access to mementos, it would be no surprise that he could impact everyone's cognitions and affect reality itself.
Could he really have done all that? I mean, it's assumed that Dr. Maruki has the power to control cognition, right?
Exactly. That man's controlling of cognition. Let's see. Why don't we refer to his power as actualization? Most likely, that actualization is a power unique to a persona. In other words, this man named Maruki is.
He's a persona user?
I mean, it would make sense since he was able to control that thing that held Yoshizawa. I mean, I keep saying Yoshizawa when I keep wanting to say the first name, but Sumire. Sumire? One of the two pronunciations is Sumire.
That's impossible. There's no way to have a persona and a palace at the same time.
Determining when Maruki first awakened to his power is wholly impossible. However, by the time he crossed your paths, there's no doubt that he was making use of his actualization, although he may have only been doing so subconsciously.
Even if it is just his subconscious, he's using a persona in the real world.
So, his ability to make Yoshizawa-san think she was Kasumi-chan.
It was most likely through the use of actualization.
Still though, even if we assume that Maruki has unique persona abilities, such as the case with him and myself, we still need to determine how he used that power on Mementos as a whole, rather than a single individual.
Right. Even if there were some kind of power that could affect Mementos, it's on a whole other level from what we've seen so far. A single person just shouldn't be capable of all that.
That's true. Changing reality just by thinking about it isn't something humans do. It's something that, like, gods do.
And what if he became such a god?
Ow.
What? The god of control.
I mean, I understand we killed the god control, but I still don't see how this. I still don't see this connection.
Indeed, the being in Mementos that you all defeated was a false deity that the masses deludedly clung to. It is easy to conclude that Maruki simply took over the false god's position when it disappeared.
Or it's just that simple connection. I didn't realize that could be the case.
Took over his position? What do you mean? So you're saying society thinks of Doc as a god now or something?
Now, the Phantom Thieves are the ones who gained the masses' support after defeating this so-called god of control. So it would follow that the masses would turn to the Phantom Thieves next as their savior. In that case, why did they instead turn to Maruki, who did none of the work the Phantom Thieves did?
Well, the masses were invested in the Phantom Thieves, not Maruki.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like this. Is that really true?
It's most likely because
We wished. You know what? The first one actually does make sense because we all went to Veruki at some point during this entire well, not during the Dying to Mementos, but like in the months leading up to that point. So technically we did wish for it, but we didn't wish for this.
What?
After we defeated the god of control, we wished for reality to be like Dr. Maruki described it. And it happened?
Well, not in that order, like before we defeated the god.
I don't remember doing any wishing with you guys and Doc. I mean, when would we have even had the chance to?
What about our counseling?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd simply be better if none of this had happened at all, but... Well, no matter what path you might have to take to get there, I hope your track team dreams will still do you some good in the end. Thanks.
Looks like you all walked right into the spider's parlor.
There's no way of knowing how many of those situations were intentionally orchestrated by that man. However, the result is still the same. A desire for his actualization was seeded within your hearts. Thus, I have no doubt that it was your own desires that led to their actualization.
So this is all our fault, huh?
We're the ones who told him the cognitive world really exists, too.
Let's put an end to this.
Right, let's fight. If this is our own fault, we've got to be the ones to fix it.
Yes. This realization changes none of what we must do.
Very well. Then allow me to proceed. This world is in a very unstable condition currently. On the day that the God of Control fused mementos with the real world, the merging was undone through your efforts, and the two worlds are now attempting to return to their initial states.
So, what you're saying is this world has reverted to a state where the fusion with mementos hasn't been totally undone. That explains why Maruki's palace was visible in Odaiba.
Yeah, because you wouldn't see a palace until you cross over to the metaverse. Checks out, I guess.
Even as we speak, Maruki is still influencing this world in places where its boundaries are blurred. As slow a pace as it may be, he still continues to actualize the world of the masses as a whole. Should this continue, reality shall merge with mementos once more. The two worlds will again become one. When that happens, anyone trapped within the actualized world can never again awaken to the original one.
Whereas if we don't succeed, then the world really will be isekai to Maruki's version of reality.
No.
Which is bad. Which is obviously bad.
This issue goes beyond the masses as well. Although you are all Persona users, it would be next to impossible to defy Maruki in a world completely under his control. To be clear, once the two worlds conclude their fusion, there will be no chance of your success in this mission. And I believe this fusion will conclude in 1 month's time.
We only have a month.
If memory serves me correctly, February 3rd was the date Dr. Maruki gave us, right? Could he have possibly chosen the time limit based on when his actualization will be completed?
It's possible.
If that's the case, we don't got another choice except to steal his treasure by then.
We'll need to secure our route to the treasure by the 2nd so we can send our calling card. Then, on the day of, we're most likely going to have to fight Maruki.
Allow me to produce the calling card. This is certain to be our final card. I'll pour my heart and soul into its creation.
Be that as it may, there are still some unsolved questions.
You mean the map?
Right?
What's the deal with the palace's name? Doesn't seem to affect the app's functions, but
That must also be a product of Maruki's cognition. He most likely learned that you could somehow infiltrate the metaverse. As long as he permits your existence, your method of infiltration will not entirely disappear either. However, in his heart he must have feared you would learn his identity as the palace's ruler. Perhaps such a feeling took the form of hiding the ruler's name from you.
But in that case,
Why didn't Dr. Maruki just actualize us out of existence entirely?
Well, that's how he does things, I guess.
Maruki told us he wants us to accept his world. It may be hard to believe, since we mutually benefit from his actualization. Maybe he really does want us to submit.
Sorry, even if it does fix shit for us, I just can't accept the world getting treated like that. Let's start the infiltration tomorrow, yeah? And you? Sound good?
You're willing to ask me as well.
Duh, dude. The Phantom Thieves don't act unless it's a unanimous vote.
Fine then. You know I have no intention of accepting Maruki's world anyway.
Then that settles that.
I mean, it is still tradition, even if you want to go solo if you want to at this point.
Wait, what about Yoshizawa-san?
Alright.
We may not have summoned her as one of the Phantom Thieves. This definitely involves her as well.
Maybe we should fill her in on our situation once she comes to terms with her own. What she does with that information, though, that's up to her.
Right.
If that concludes matters, I shall continue to watch over you, Trickster. Please show me the path that you choose for humanity.
Okay, as long as I have to show you the one of the personas that's in my deck. Just saying.
I just...
Guess we might as well close up for the night. Hey, once you're done washing that, you can go ahead and call it a... welcome.
Yoshizawa?
Have a seat. She's here to see you, right? Now, don't worry about finishing up. I'll take care of it later.
Thanks to Criminal Soldier. I mean, Copy Dad.
Sorry for coming over so late.
I know I said this earlier to Sangar, but I still feel like an idiot for not noticing the one glaring fact of Sumeri and Kasume, which was that there is no, when we were looking at the, what I thought was just cognitive, Kasume, Kasumi and Sumeri, like Sumeri didn't have the birthmark or like mole like by her nose, and that's the one thing I probably should have caught on to, and I didn't realize that until I looked onto the VOD footage yesterday. So part of it I blame myself, part of it is the well-timed sound alerts that Rebel did that day. I feel like a little bit of an idiot for not noticing it in the first place. Just wanted to say that.
And thank you for the coffee. It's delicious. Would you mind if I got something off my chest?
I also don't like how eerily quiet it is. That's why I wanted these interrupt with that random bit of knowledge.
Thank you. So, to tell the truth, I saw you all go into the nurse's office today. And, I sort of eavesdropped on your conversation.
About the actualization?
You've all found the paths you want to take, and are following them with such confidence. Whereas, I'm simply... Like Dr. Maruki said before, I ran from the truth. I couldn't handle the fact that Kasumi died because of my actions. My memories are still a bit hazy, but even when I remembered that I'm really Sumire, I didn't want to accept it. I was still running from reality, where Kasumi is gone, where I had to live for Kasumi instead of as her.
You still want to run?
No. Like I said earlier, I realized something when I saw you all striving to push onward. I can't keep running like this. But now that Kasumi's gone, I have no idea what to do with myself. Senpai, what should I do?
I know you'll choose well.
You can be awfully firm sometimes, Senpai. But you're absolutely correct.
After all, everyone else made the choice themselves. I can't exactly... I forgot that one saying, like something about you can lead like a horse to water, but you can't like force them to drink the water. They have to just do it on their own. I forget, like I said, I forget the exact saying, but something along those lines.
I must thank you for allowing me to unload all of this onto you. I'm still not completely sure what I should do, but I plan to think more on it.
So I still wish, again, at least a game. I think I said this to some degree like Wednesday, but I still wish that we could have had Yoshizawa in our party like way before like this moment. Like we did the one fight in the palace, and that was it. And the one fight in Slice Palace, and we never got to use her at all during the God of Control arc, so this feels weird.
I've got to figure out what to do with my life now.
Like at least give me the illusion of choice of like we can actually have her in our party. Like during all that, but no. Oh well. Tomorrow we're going to the palace. We're gonna take back the world, the real world. Writing reality. I would never have thought such a thing possible. Not only that, but this palace is ruled by a Persona ruler? I mean Persona user? Does that make any sense? I know God modding when I see it. At this point, he basically is a god, right? And this makes Shield look small time. We need to come up with a plan. Good point. We should meet up tomorrow. Sounds good. Speaking of which, how should we contact Keiji-kun? I guess we could lead him back into group chat, right? Yep, that'd be the quickest. Let's put him in. Again, I still feel reluctant to agree so willingly, but the game's not really giving me a choice, so. Alright, I'll take care of it. Thanks. Month to go, huh? You better come up with a plan. The time's gonna go by fast. The objective is to steal his heart now.
For real?
Can't believe he controlled mementos. This guy's different than the others. Haruki's gonna be a tough one to take down.
Hey!
Nope, I'm still in the on-road tutorial, plot train.
Hey!
Alright. Save the game and see where the plot takes us next. I was thinking it would be like Lavenza was just a full around in at the school, just like how the twins did, but yeah, so much for that. So much for at least having some degree of hope. These are gonna be easy. Let's keep our guard up. We're easy to sleep. Right into the palace today, yeah. Good idea, I'd say. Although we mustn't rush, of course. Yeah, honestly, if we're gonna accomplish anything, we gotta get out there. I agree. Is that alright, leader? Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's secure routes to the treasure. In that case, let's meet at the hideout at school.
Okay.
Should we tell Yoshizawa? Well, we should probably just still leave her alone. Now we're gonna be at the hideout. We should all talk to Silver before we infiltrate the place. Means everyone's arrived. Let's begin. February 3rd is the day we agreed on with Dr. Maruki. We gotta go find that treasure already. Once that day passes, it's over. We all get that, right? We'll have to discover a route by February 2nd, to be more precise. Another way to look at it, and nice, you actually remembered.
Yeah?
Of course I did. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to secure a route sooner rather than later. We must be deliberate, however. We have no idea what's gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah, Dr. Maruki pretty much got the power of a god. I doubt anything's gonna go smoothly. We better not let our guard down.
Very well. Let us go.
Oh, it's...
Admire.
Hello, everyone.
Something wrong?
You're going to fight Dr. Maruki, yes? Please, take me with you.
But you can't go in dressed like that.
Please? I'm done running away. I can't keep relying on people like Senpai. I want to live life as Sumire.
Color me impressed.
Looks like she'll do just fine here.
Alright, let's do this then.
Thank you.
In that case, we gotta come up with a code name for you.
What now?
It wouldn't be right if you were the only one going by your real name, you know?
It wouldn't feel right to say Kasumi Eater as your code name, so.
Oh, you're right.
Joker, got any suggestions?
Appetite? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. What about Violet?
Oh, that's right. Sumire in English is Violet. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
You know, I wasn't thinking that was actually the word for Violet. Also, Vice Team Wakasudo? Oh, that's about. Look at in.
Violet. Yes, let's go with that.
Well, it's better than me trying to guess what Queen's name would have been.
Excellent. Now remember, everyone, Violet, not violent. Violet.
Yes, thank you for clarifying.
I am surrounded by absolute fools.
So look at us. I mean, it's better than trying to think of another codename for your outfit. I think it's 3 names. Vicente Andres Galindo. That sounds a lot better than me trying to butcher someone's name. So we'll go with that.
Are we done? We should probably get moving.
My name's... I saw like the force for that was like Vice Team like something, but that sounds more right. Thanks, Satsu.
I know. Jeez. Come on, Violet. Let's roll.
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to do now? First, we gotta secure a route to the treasure. We gotta know where it is before we can steal it after all. We already checked out most of the places on the map now. Looks like we'll have to go even deeper into the palace. Hold on, let me take a look real quick.
Yes.
There's a locked security door here. I say that's the best place to investigate. Except I'm getting some weird shadow readings, so be careful.
Joker!
Don't in front of the auditorium, so let's get going. Win. But I think the only difference is the ants. Mona's persona has changed, so that means new entry. The true name of the California Diego's the true name of California's mass swordsman of justice, who fought corrupt officials during the era of Spanish rule. Despite being marked as a thief, he fought for the weak as a true gentleman. Looks pretty kick-ass. You know, coat flowing over his head like a cape. So let me make sure I have my coffin out. And we have Valve access, finally cool.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
It was good to hear that. Prison door is open. Again.
I have been waiting.
The state of the Velvet Room reflects the state of your own heart. The room changes reflect your showing I cannot word today. The room's changes reflect your showing the spirits of rebellion to the entity that binds your future.
Indeed.
Indeed, your change in appearance must also be due to your rebellious spirit you've harbored for so long. And with that spirit, you appear to have grasped a new possibility as well. What do you mean?
Then...
The current you should be capable of fusing new personas. Please make good use of this to keep the ruin at bay.
Very well.
We will continue to provide aid on your perilous journey. Now to business.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Well, first things first, because I haven't been able to register demons this entire time.
Compendium.
Thank you.
Awaken your new self. Performing a fusion? Which persona are you looking for?
Pastor of Fafnir knew.
Do you wish to fuse this?
Alright, I remember. It's like Shadow School and Nocturne, except it has a snake in its head.
Do you wish to fuse this?
That's the thing that Murky summoned. Interesting.
It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
Creepy Ultra thing, right?
It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
You just straight up bounce physical, but you're weak to fire and dark.
It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
Another weird Eldritch thing.
It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
I thought I unlocked access to Fafnir. Alright. Anything new that could fuse as a group summon then? That, but I never got around to making that dragon thing, so that's not gonna happen.
Which persona are you looking for?
Let's at least make Raphael.
Do you wish to fuse this?
This guy, I guess, is closer to making Michael, and will definitely give me some new skills to work with, I guess, other than Heat Riser.
Choose which skill to inherit.
Keep that bloodline. Take that Psycho Force. I guess we'll forego the growth because I don't want to. Actually, not that. That's fine because I could just get the Psy off Death Tube, so that's fine. Yeah, let's overthinking things as usual. I'm Raphael. I shall become a master and provide support for your health, both mentally and physically. Okay, never mind, there's my growth tree. I'll have to worry about that. Increases crit rate when surrounded. I think we had that as a skill on one of our fusion accidents, but I'll take that over to Kaja. Yeah, I'm taking that over probably Heat Riser. Because we do have access to thermal on our Addis, so we don't need Heat Riser. It's cool to have, it's just thermal's just better.
It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
I want to make Sigerfoot my faith social link is in. Wait, is it?
It may luck be on your side.
Is this still gonna stay at 5? There we go, so. Same with Tower Game and Haru being stuck at 8. I mean, it also is still saying Kasumi, so I don't know. I can only assume.
Welcome to the
Awaken
Velvet
your new
Room.
self. Performing a fusion. Which persona are you looking for? It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
Oh yeah, but level was susceptible to light. I got confused during that whole that one fight where Kasumi just went bad and just charged in. So I could have used my light skills. I could have used her light skills and that other stuff that she had.
It seems to hold a vast amount of
Oh
power.
yeah, Ball was the big wind demon. You can't learn a shaking will, surprisingly.
Do you wish to fuse this?
Greatly increases chance of insta kill. Or Divine Grace. It feels sort of moot to make it because I think Sorosha is just better, but I'll still make him regardless.
Do you wish to fuse this?
Don't mind me just being indecisive.
Do you truly need this? Do you truly need this?
Increase the effect of period support skills cast by allies by 2 turns.
Do you truly need this?
Also, you res you're weak to fire.
Choose which skill to inherit.
Well, make it just to make it because you're technically the ultimate fortune arcana persona. You'll just be what carries over Alley Dance, and it seems fitting for you. Okay, we're gonna Divine Bonk, and that's Siamp. I'd rather make stuff now because, again, it'll help us in the future. Also, goodbye, Mara. It's getting... I'm not gonna make the obvious Mara pen, but it's getting reused at some point. It's getting resummoned, but it's going away for a second. I'm like Shim. Enough of marrying my beauty. It's time I become your master and teach you the joy breaking dance. I try to think of if I want to say she's like a late, like fight in Nocturne, like endgame sort of. Or I could be wrong, which could also be the case. Yeah, obviously just there to transfer support skills for the future, so I'll take this for now. That over Lullaby. And Life Aid over Dirahan, I guess. Take over Arita Shower. It's good to have us as a support skill. Well, yeah, get rid of the Divine Bonk then.
It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
Let's give her our options though. Actually, no, I get access to Uriel now. No, because that's Addis and Shirosha.
It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
Well, before I do that, let's just read the new entries of what we have. Raphael is one of the 4 major archangels. His name means healer. He recites the history of the fallen angels and the creation of Adam and Eve. You know, everyone's favorite Ninja Turtle, Archangel. With a really spiky hairdo. As for Nakshim, Nakshim's the Hindu goddess of beauty and good fortune, Vishnu's wife, and Kama's mother. He's a goddess of love, believed to have been born from an ocean of milk. Oh no, wait, she was a persona in Nocturne. She was one of my healers.
Do you wish to fuse this?
I would say yes, but we recruited one, so probably not.
To whom will you give birth?
So I do have to make Uriel if I want to make Michael. I'm not looking at the individual parts. And I do have to fuse Santa Philon along with Michael if I want Metatron, and another step past that to make Lucifer.
Which persona are you looking for?
I'm gonna buy back my Mara
Did you change
first.
the compendium, yes? You wish to browse the entries? You would like to you wish to summon, you may take it with you then.
Do I want Dev2 back? Yeah, because they're my sidecaster at the end of the day.
Persona. You may take it with you then. Awaken your new self. Performing a few. To whom will you give
Not
birth?
that.
Which persona are you looking for?
Uh,
Do you
Carbe.
wish to fuse this?
Oh, that thing. Okay. I was thinking it was like a special shadow of Rookie's design. I guess not. But I would love to have that skill. Ulin. Wait, sure, let's make a Macarb. Macarbe, or however
Do
we
you
pronounce
wish
it.
to fuse this? Choose which skill to inherit.
Increase the attack by 25% per ailment inflicted on a foe. Sure, you can keep your default trait, I guess. Wait, who has Sword Dance? Oh, this is using Raphael. Okay, never mind. I want the one that's using Mara
Do you
as a
wish to
base,
fuse
because
the
Mara
choose
has a
which
bunch
skill
of
to inherit?
physical skills. Brave Blade, Whirlpool. I'll take that Elite Dance. In charge. So rather just refuse this and try to recruit it, because it seems like it's gonna be a pain otherwise. And Macarbe. How do you pronounce that? Let me try to pronounce mythological creatures. Fine. Fine then. I suppose I'll become your mask and lead you in the dance of death. I mean, it works, but I never use Ghostly Veil at all because I get the intent, I just never use the combination. It's more along the lines of the enemy use it before you do, and if they do, then you've done something horrifically wrong. Although I would take Myriad Slashes over Death Scythe. I have more ways to make Cephalin. There's a way to make Uriel.
It seems to hold a vast amount of power. To whom will you give birth?
Period effect support. Effect period of support skills cast by a turn. And Gap has wind. Raphael has physical stuff. He just straight up gets Sword Dance. Anyway, I'm buying back Mara again for a third time.
The entries. You wish to, you may take it with you then. May luck be on your
I
side.
didn't mean to push that button twice.
Awaken your new self, performing a fusion. To whom will you give birth? Which persona are you looking for? It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
So does Uriel? I mean, does not Uriel? Does
To whom will you give
Michael
birth?
have a weakness? You tell you're strong with gun, and you laugh at light and dark skills.
Which persona are you looking for? It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
Alright, so I need to transfer that Blazing Howl to a Firecaster. That gives me support skills doing it this way. Would be a way to transfer Brave Blade and Vorpal, and pretty much what I just transferred to Macarb. I do like that way, and like I said, I can always just sacrifice if I want Mako to just learn light skills like Sorosha had, like what Sorosha has. Sure.
Choose which skill
Small
to
price to pay.
inherit.
Increases the amount of SP restored to self. Yeah, better than Blessed Bloodline Ailment Hunter. I think, what would she? Oh, the one drain skill I could think of that gives you SP when you cast it. Keep the Ailment Hunter, I guess. Brave Blade, Vorpal, Alley Dance, and Charge. I'm Uriel. I, the executioner of justice, am now within your mask. Not surprised you learned Megadolion. Two to three times on a singular foe. Vorpal's just better, right? Yeah, severe damage. Actually, no, I don't really care about Megadolion. Angelic Grace, I guess I'll take the over Bloodbath. Spellmaster. You know, this casually just cut SP cost of all skills by half. Take the over Repel Nuke. That's the good stuff.
It seems to hold a vast amount of power.
Oh yeah, Ishtar, right. Insta heal. Decreases recovery time from ailments 1 turn. Interesting.
To whom will you give birth?
If I were to make Michael, since I have the components now for it. I bet the Ailment Hunter would not really be used. Not that I had any other better options. Did I say before I just got? I probably will just take the light bloodline instead. I guess it doesn't matter so much because I probably will just give it both the ability masters. How expensive would you be in theory? Not that much. They need it for Metatron and Metatron. I guess it doesn't really matter because Metatron's thing just laps at light costs. And the next step up just laps at like all spell costs.
It seems to hold a vast amount of power. Choose which skill to inherit.
I'll hold off on making Michael for now, though. No, because I have like 2 pieces of Michael,
It
and
seems to hold a vast amount of power.
I think Gab is pretty much my Windcaster for now, anyway. So
Choose which skill to inherit.
I don't think it matters. I probably should have kept one. I guess it doesn't matter in the long term, I guess. Well, Sword Dad is just straight up better because it will definitely, it has a really good chance to crit just by itself. Yeah, and those master skills, because it's hard to say no to just laughing at the cost of anything that can be cast. I never got to the step in Nocturne where you just make Michael. I got to the point where I had the 3 Archangels, but I didn't make Michael, which even I knew required the... I think it was like sacrificial fusion them all 3 of them, and you get Michael or something along those lines. Never got to that step though, because by then we were like too over leveled. In the name of the light within you, I shall become your mask. Don't care about Bahama'an. Don't care about Megadolion. Well, there's a Effie in particular nuke skill. I'll take that over Bufordine. Try to find a way to get that to Asura. Yeah, because I can't make Metatron and try and make Samplin, and that's not gonna happen for a while. And that's gonna be very pricey
Make your
to make
selection.
that and the step beyond Metatron. Anyway, as for Michael's one of the 4 major archangels. He's at the top of the angel hierarchy. He carries a long spear that can cut through anything, and his name means one who is like God. Ironically, I couldn't make that with him.
It seems to hold a
What
vast
is
amount
Astra?
of power.
Oh, it has the FE in particular wind skill for AoE. And I'll mind it because why not? What do I have then? Because I had to get Mara back for sure. Ice, lightning. Need to find a way to transfer that fire skill to Moloch.
Do you wish to fuse this? Do you wish to fuse this?
Oh, you just straight up have to fire the line going. I look at that and I see a Moloch has better stat. Well, better magic stat. Alright, let me just get back with Mara
Did you
again.
change the compendium yet? You wish to browse the entries?
I was already where like most of our time was just plotline stuff and the Valor room bit. The game pretty much a nice ability to fuse stuff after what I thought was the finale. So. Give me back my Gab.
You wish to summon this persona? You may take it with you then.
Also, there goes all my cash. And give me back I already have Mara. Alright, let me read Makar's entry.
You would like to overwrite it?
Makar was an evil spirit with the same name as the Death, appearing in medieval oratorials. It's depicted as a skeleton with a black cloak and a sickle to reap humans. It dances the fear dance of death. Definitely looks creepy looking.
You would like to overwrite it?
I sound like how we got from making Callie, which is like a goddess of death, to making a Mara out of it. There's some irony in this.
Awaken your performing. Make your selection.
Let me just double check. You're my auto thing that also has dark skills. Thermocaster, light, electricity, fire. My healer. Also, I don't care about Radiant Shower because we don't need salvation for this. New caster, side caster. Obligatory Mara. Need to find a way to transfer those passives that I gave it, because Arm Master and Spellmaster are just really strong. And that Cosmic Flare. An actual Windcaster. That's fine. I have extra space to recruit demons if I have to.
Indeed.
I should write something.
Save all this progress and let's actually proceed for once. We'll make some progress because again I started late and we're already gonna be coming up to 11:30, so. I don't sense any shadows. I don't know why, but there aren't any shadows in this area. Where the hell go?
Oh.
Alright, there's a little more to go. Violet, you're holding up okay?
Yes.
Sorry, it's just I feel a little off. My outfit. Are you sure you're okay? I let my guard down for a second. I swear I'm fine. So sorry for making you all worry. Fine and all, but don't hold us back either. If you push yourself harder than you're capable of handling, you'll endanger everyone on your side too.
Security level crazy!
Enemies approaching. They're fast. I don't know what the heck they are, but we better move it. We get back to it. If things start looking bad, we'll retreat right away. Until then, we'll back you up with everything we got. I swear it. Now I could never unsee the creepy smiles. Best friend poster. Also the weirdest of loot.
Violet!
Cendrillon!
What? Her personas!
Not on my watch!
Please stay back!
I appreciate it, but allow me. I chose to stand on my own and fight. It's time I stopped being helpless. I hung my head low and took your hand. But I knew all along, deep down, pretending to be Kasumi was not the right way.
The weak, insecure Sumire dies today!
Violet!
You were the one. The only one who stayed true to yourself. Come, Cendrillon! If you don't answer my call now, how else can we make our dream come true?
Such tenacity. It seems to fit you better than ever before. The glass slippers are the icon of glory.
Oh, that's cool.
Not just for you, but the other girl within you as well. I am thou, thou art I. Are you prepared for your debut? The ball awaits.
Certainly.
That's big of boys.
That's it. I'm done running from myself.
Yeah, you tell him!
Go Violet! Give him hell! Yes! Let's do this, Cendrillon! Persona!
Well, I know these things are creatures of the dark, so.
All enemies are down!
Probably didn't just kill them all. Nope, not what I'm trying to do. Goodbye.
Beat him up! Set the landing!
South Lights.
Sorry for troubling you. I'll be fine now.
You were as impressive as always out there. Well done, Violet.
Thank you. I still have a lot to learn, though. I promise I'll do my best not to slow you down.
Come on, you don't have to be so formal with us.
Sorry. And the same goes for you too, Joker-senpai. I hope you'll still be there for me.
Since there was a new result from Sumire.
I am thou, thou art I. My vow stands renewed in pursuit of the truth. In breaking free of doubt, the chain that impedes thee is thy strength of heart made manifest. With the rebirth of the Faith Persona, thou hast obtained the winds of blessing that shall guide thee to the furthest depths.
It's changed. Okay, so I guess it does make sense. Now she no longer is confused. We have an actual social link. I'm not gonna question it, just accept it as fact.
Alright.
You awaken the faith confident once more. Oh, you've unlocked it once more. Your faith confident can now go further.
Alright, let's kick some ass.
Yes, let's press onward.
I was gonna say the fact that I stood at 5 this entire time was the one thing that felt off to me this entire time, so what's up? So the shadows were behaving unusually because of the ambush. Well, we have run through the ringer, but we have a mission here. Check out the door. Oh yes, you're right. I completely forgotten. I was gonna say before all that all those shadows just reminded me of like the shadows of like Kingdom Hearts. Took a look around, but it looks like it was built so it couldn't be accessed anywhere else. You'll need an ID for the door. Lock means there's gotta be something important there, though. Go get an ID. First, we need some sort of clue. Now look. Yes, your ambush attempt failed. Now they're examining the authentication device. Not getting anywhere without this ID, though. It'll be the end of the line for them. What's up, Oracle? I understand there's some communication between the shadows. Already, hunts finally come to an end. That shadow over there has one.
Yeah.
Looks like your snooping, your tech skills came in handy again. Didn't even spot that shadow. I don't think he knows I heard him. Why don't you ambush him for the ID? You can't reach him from in here though. You have to go around the back into the auditorium.
Yes.
Understood. We need to take that hole up ahead. Let's go. So who did it? Oh, it took the same party. Okay, I was just confused for a sec. I thought Ryuji was in the party with that lineup. Oh, right here. Okay, I get it now. I understand. More of these creepy presentators with the weird smelling face. It's still creepy. Like I say, I wish I have never learned about it, because now I can never unsee this creepy spaces, but still. Also, is this stream stepping, or is it just me? That's just me. It's just on my side because I'm streaming it. It's my own feed that looks wonky, not the actual stream. I think.
I can feel it.
At least I hope so. Dead surgical lamp light. Ominous. The hell, it's locked. There doesn't seem to be a way around this one. See those scaffolds? The Apple Auditorium workers get around more easily. Perhaps they can do the same for us. Not a bad idea.
Joker.
Joker, see if your grappling hook can help us out here. Sure, if my grapple helps.
Show me your
And I'll be
true
ambush.
form.
Now's our chance. Beat him up. Persona. Let's finish this. Pretty tough. Persona.
Yeah, I realized the one mistake I did. I forgot Makoto learned.
Ready, Joker.
Makoto learned Atomic Flare. I thought it was an AoE attack, so I made a big dumb mistake. So I'm trying to say. I know how to unfix it, but I have to get out of the Mentos for that.
No time to waste. Just like I thought.
I forgot that's what Ashura had, and
Okay.
yeah.
A good battle.
Show me your true form.
Surprise attack successful. Now just don't lose. Bless skills will work here. The enemy is down.
Right, so I mean, have this.
All enemies are down. Thank Violet.
So we cash.
All out attack. A perfect 10.
I still need to see not Makoto's, Akeshi's, I guess, finisher animations. Then technically different persona,
Okay.
different
Huh? Done already? How disappointing.
words, because different outfit. That probably means different style, right?
Show me your true form.
I have a bad feeling about that one.
Bugs has no weakness, right?
It should be easy if you stay focused. Dance, Persona! Cendrillon!
I just realized it's gonna counterattack. Never mind, it died.
Three left. So
Just
pretty!
trash after all.
So much damage!
Okay.
Oh, Fusion loves everything. Okay.
You're all so strong.
I guess I'll never get my question answered if that was a thing that couldn't happen during the... Oh, hi.
We launch a surprise attack.
If that's a thing that can't happen when you were in that finale area.
Show me your true form.
Now's your chance! Fine.
Oh, I can't counter. Okay, never mind. My mind was thinking that for like a split second.
They're weak.
Nuke and wind. Nuke and darkness. You know what? I want to know. For science.
There it goes. Good one, Crow. Right there. All out attack.
Okay, they're both distinct.
All right.
By that I mean Crow's
Nice
Udder.
work. Keep it up and vamonos.
By that I mean Crow's Udder. His light form. His Tengu form, I guess. Okay, I'm curious, and I probably shouldn't be, but
There's a strong
curiosity.
looking shadow.
I'll reveal your true form.
What's the red shadow?
Now's our chance.
It's back there.
Persona.
Uh,
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
got him knocked. Yeah. Probably not nuke.
Persona. Let's finish this.
No, you bounce physical.
Persona. I don't know its weak point. It's trial and error time. Strong and immune to physical strikes? Brute force won't work. Awaiting orders.
Side attack?
This should do. See if it can still fight.
Nope, doesn't work. You know what? Divine Bomb.
You missed?
Or I miss. Because of course, because reasons.
Violet. Just what I would expect from an athlete.
Alright, try this again. Divine Bomb.
You missed?
Or not.
Let's dance! Victory is ours!
Still resistant to light.
You're pretty tough.
That's also not good.
Quick. Head spinning. Violet's all dizzy. She can barely land her attacks in that state.
There's a Cosmic Slayer is the big nuke attack. This is not focused up, but it's not really saying much. Kaji goes next. Drop a kill.
Thank you so much.
Nice timing.
Strong and immune to physical strikes? Brute force won't work.
Drop a debilitate.
Super move. Ultra charge.
That helps.
Zona.
Alright, how about lightning? No, you resist that, but good damage. Guard.
Crow's got some moves. Persona! Strong and immune to physical strikes?
I quasi bounce again. I had to try.
I'm getting a warm, tingly feeling from all this power! It's disappointing. I can still feel the rush.
Just like I thought.
No, that works. Wanted to find its weakness, but I guess we killed it. That's all the level ups.
Okay.
Nice work. Keep it up and... Oh!
What's in the box?
I see.
Looking for Samiri. I keep wanting to say for Yoshizawa. I need to stop second guess myself. Good stats, can't complain. You still have that robe I gave you. Okay. I guess I probably explained what a framer looks like.
Strike from here.
It may look bad because there's like so much otherworldly things happening. I guess animations on the auditorium screen, I guess.
We've got the advantage. Don't rush this. This is my soul. They're still up. Persona! Prepare yourself. One enemy defeated. Go get him, Queen.
Gun, and auto gun.
One enemy remaining. Just a little more.
There.
Flawless. Okay, let's move on.
All right. A good battle.
That takes me back, so other way around.
We can attack from here.
I could do that, or I could just do a grapple, which I'm gonna do in a second.
Show me your true form.
Surprise attack? Let's dance! Cendrillon! We'll wipe them all
Don't
out!
forget this
A+,
feeling.
Violet!
I leveled up.
All right. A good battle.
What would you like to do?
I'll write that, Shadow.
Yes.
You heal first. Heal, use an SP item. Alright.
Joker-senpai.
Wait, hold up. He's communicating with another Shadow. I'm going to intercept some useful info. You should head back to your post. You're supposed to be in the observation room. Stick with the plan. Don't go acting on your own. Only try to eliminate any potential risk for our master. Guess I should keep my ID on me out here. Fine, I'll return.
Huh? What?
Sorry, Joker. I was about to head out. Ambush him. Quick. Go, go, go. Right, so light works, I think. So much. Okay.
Persona! Feel my rage!
Let's go.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Go down. I'll break them.
Persona!
Got an ID. The ID, now we just have to... I feel like one step closer to the treasure. Let's try the ID out.
We did it!
Open. You did it, Oracle Senpai. Oracle Senpai. I like the sound of that. But here and out, we're off the map. Keep your guard up, everyone. I know I didn't really feel like we accomplished much, but I'm gonna save a call it good for today because...
Shall we take a break?
Yeah, I want to take it about the future alarm without having the entire session just be oops all about the room. And two, I think Starlight, we're probably gonna be approaching time, and I don't want to play that. Let's find the next save game. I don't want to play Let's find the next save room and be like in a hour-long track. So I'm gonna call it good for today.